Welcome into a Halloween edition of Hooters Football Friday. See, I got the black on. Mallori has the orange on. We got the little color coordination happening here for Halloween. Make sure you get dressed up in your costume and go to your favorite Hooters location, by the way. I want everybody out and about in their costumes. I'm not a big Halloween person, can I be honest? My wife gets so mad at me every year because she always wants to do these crazy, like, coordinated couples costumes. And I'm just like, just tell me what to wear. I just, whatever you want me to do, babe, I'm in. So I love Halloween because of her, but I have a lot more fun sitting on the porch handing out the candy to everybody in the neighborhood. What about you? Would you rather be surrounded by everybody in the costumes or hanging out at the house with the kiddos?
So I'm going to do both this year.
Oh, cool.
So it's my first time living in a neighborhood.
Okay.
So I actually get the chance to pass out candy.
Nice.
So I'm not missing that opportunity, but then I am going to a party after.
Okay, so you're going to get the best of both worlds. That's fun. Okay, because I just like seeing what the kids show up in. And then I like making fun of the teenagers that show up in nothing. It was just like a pillowcase that they just want to fill up. And I'm like, come on, guys, at least make it. If you are one of those teenagers, at least make an effort. Do something. Like, go buy like a plastic mask. I don't care what it is, but don't show up to my house in the same stuff that you wore to school today, okay? Like, put in a little bit of an effort. Help me out. Especially, it's Mallori's first experience. If you're in her neighborhood, make sure you've got the costumes on. That's part of the fun. I like all the little kids. I don't know. I'm an old man, right? I like the little kids running around doing all of this. Hey, today is the last day for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the research and all the money that you guys have been raising. In part, you can make donations in a number of different ways, but one of the best ways that you can do it is to grab one of the 2026 calendars. You can see Mallori's even got the shirt on that says 2026 Calendar Girl, so you've got that. And obviously you can see the photo behind us as well. You can find her in here. You're November, right?
Yes.
All right, so coming up next month is her month. Make sure you grab a copy of the calendar. Here's the thing. They are less than $17. Less than 17 bucks. And there's $100 worth of coupons in there. Do the math with me, okay? It is well worth it. It's going to a great cause. Again, as they continue, today is that last day for the fundraising. So grab your favorite costume or, I don't know, just put on some orange and black, right? And just show up. Have a good time here on a Halloween Friday. By the way, before we went on the air, Mallori giving me a hard time. So World Series Game 6 is tonight. Before we get to football here, World Series Game 6 is tonight. I am rooting against the Dodgers. I am just, that's me. Mallori's mad at me, though, because you're a Dodgers fan.
My all-time favorite team is the Dodgers. I live for the Dodgers, and I watched all 18 innings.
No way.
All 18, stayed up through it, and luckily they won. However, we're getting a little...
Yeah, it's coming down to, Toronto, if Toronto wins tonight, it's over.
It is.
And it is north of the border. And I made this comment. There's not a single Canadian hockey team playing tonight, which means that entire country is going to be watching the Blue Jays and the Dodgers tonight because they don't have any hockey to distract them. They'll have hockey night in Canada tomorrow instead. So they're going to be rooting for Toronto. I am rooting for Toronto. Sorry, Mallori. I'm rooting for Toronto.
That's so disappointing.
I know. I love Shohei. I love Freddie Freeman. I love Mookie Betts. I love a lot of their individual players. I just don't root for the Dodgers as an organization. That's my problem.
I love Dave Roberts. I love that organization.
Okay.
Yamamoto's pitching tonight. That man is shut out.
He is. He has been 2 back-to-back complete games in the postseason. That's amazing.
And was willing to go in at the bottom of the 18th.
He was ready to go.
Awesome guy.
I went to bed in the 13th, so you outlasted me in that 18-inning marathon. All right, before we get to fisticuffs here over the World Series, let's get to our Hooters Football Friday. So here's how this works. Go find us on Instagram, whether it is at Mile High Sports, at Hooters Colorado, and you will find the link that will get you the opportunity to enter this week's contest. All you have to do is make 4 picks and a tiebreaker question, and you could wind up taking home one of our weekly prize packs courtesy of Hooters, and you are then entered for our grand prize at the end of the season, and that is wings for a year. You'll be able to enjoy that one. So get on our Instagram accounts again, at Hooters Colorado, at Mile High Sports. Put your entry in. It'll just take you a quick second, and you're entered to win that weekly prize as well as the opportunity for the wings for a year. The Denver Broncos doing the Texas two-step here. They just beat Dallas. Now they have to go down to H-Town, take on Houston and the Texans. Texans, one of the best defenses. Obviously, the Broncos also with a very good defense. So let's just start with the winner. Again, we don't care about the spread. Broncos Texans. Go for it.
I'm taking the Broncos this week.
Yeah, we finally got her. We finally got her to pick the Broncos. This is the first time. This is amazing. Okay.
I'm going to take them. Yeah.
You're going to take them?
I will.
Even without Pat Surtain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have faith.
So do I. I thought the offense looked really good against Dallas. I know their defense is terrible, but I think they're starting to find ways to use R.J. Harvey. They're starting to find ways to get these other guys involved, and I think that will be big for them, even against a very good Houston defense. And this Houston defense is really good, y'all. But I think this is one that the Broncos can get done, but I think it might come down to a field goal. I think this is going to be a close game.
I do think this is going to be a very close game.
Okay. So if it's going to be a close game, that's one of the reasons why the odds makers have the over-under set at 39.5. That's super low for an NFL game, okay? Normally, those are in the 40s, usually the upper 40s, anywhere between 44 and 47. Sometimes you see it as high as 51, 52. There's a couple games this weekend that are like that. But this one, well, actually, last night's game was at 51.5, and of course, they didn't score any points. So this one is 39.5. Is this going to be defense where we don't see a lot of points? Or are we going to see this one surprise everybody and be in the 40s?
I'm going to go with surprise everyone.
Nice.
I think it's going to be over.
We're 2 for 2. I'm in total agreement with you. I actually think this one's going to be higher scoring than people think. And as a general rule, if I'm trying to make some bets or make some picks, if it gets down to 39 or 38, sometimes I just roll the dice and I say, you know what, it's the NFL. These guys know how to score.
Yeah.
And I play the over just because I feel like it gets too low. So you and I are both in the books with that one. By the way, I think R.J. Harvey is going to score again this week. What do you think?
So?
Is it Cortland Sutton? Is it Evan Ingram? Is it Bo Nix running in by himself? I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me somebody that's going to score a touchdown. I say R.J. Harvey.
Bo Nix running in.
You think he's going to call his own number again?
I do.
He likes to do that, man.
Yeah.
Every now and then. I think he's smart, but every now and then he's just like, forget it. I got this.
Yeah, he gets a little quick on his feet.
Yeah. Well, he's quicker than people think he is. So I don't blame you for that one. All right. So far, 2 for 2. This has never happened. I mean, you know what it is? It's the fact that we are finally agreeing on the football picks because we're disagreeing on the baseball picks.
That's exactly what it is.
That's precisely what it is. All right, the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bears will be on the road taking on Cincinnati, who is just having a horrible season. They're just not a good team without Joe Burrow, as we all know. He's such a great quarterback, an MVP caliber guy. The Bears are favored in this one. Again, when you make your picks online with us, you don't have to worry about the spread. All you got to do is pick a winner. Bears or Bengals?
Well, the Bengals are my football team, so I'm taking the Bengals on this one.
We finally are going to disagree. Yep. I knew it was going to happen at some point. All right. They're your team.
Yes, they are my team.
Even without Joe Burrow?
Even without Joe Burrow.
You are sticking with them through and through.
I am. Fully. I have faith in Joe Flacco. A little bit.
You got okay. Well, that makes. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think the Bears get this one done. But then again, the Bears can absolutely fall on their face at any moment because we've seen it. I'm going to take the Bears, but now I'm not feeling very good about it because we were on a roll there.
Yeah, now we're not.
We were doing fine.
But when I picked the Giants, we saw what happened.
Yes. Right?
That was insane.
Exactly why we need to be better on being on the same page here.
But it's fun to disagree.
It is actually. It's a lot more fun to disagree, with the exception of when I'm arguing with my wife. Then it's not fun to disagree whatsoever. We got 2 more things that'll be a part of your picks. So before we get to that, let everybody know in terms of like you've come out on Halloween. We got specials going on this weekend. We know we had the UFC fight previously. There's always something going on at Hooters. There's always deals that are out there for you, including the Pick 3. There's all kinds of things going on. Tell everybody the best reason to be able to come in to see any of the Hooters Colorado locations this weekend.
3 to 6 p.m. happy hour. We, by far, have one of the best happy hours ever. The $5.19 Hootie shots. It's an ounce. You can do basically every Jack Daniels that there is. You have El Jimador Blanco, El Jimador Repo, Screwball, Fireball. Awesome deals.
So good. And also good deals on food, too.
Yes.
So you don't have to just go there and start doing shots.
You should.
I mean, you can have a couple shots, but you also should probably grab some food while you're there. Yeah. But that's the best part about the happy hour is that you've got deals on both.
Yes. So we have like our happy hour appetizers. You can do buffalo shrimp, lots of tots. Oh goodness.
We get fried pickles.
Fried pickles is on there. And they're they're $4. $4 and some change for fried pickles.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I love fried pickles. Danny, our producer, his favorite is the buffalo shrimp.
Ooh, yes.
But I love me some fried pickles. I just got to throw that out there. So happy hour, 3 to 6, one of the best happy hours you'll find in Colorado. So find that Hooters location closest to you and go enjoy that from 3 to 6. All right, 2 more picks that we got to do. One of them's the pick, one of them's the tiebreaker. Minnesota is at Detroit. Detroit is favored big time, -8.5 in this one. This is an NFC North matchup. Vikings or Lions?
I'm taking the Lions.
Agreed. I think they're just too good of a team. I think Minnesota has just kind of been meh so far this season.
I think Minnesota's always kind of meh.
Well, you're a Cincinnati fan. Sorry, that fly just came in out of nowhere there. You're a Cincinnati fan. You got to root against those other teams in the upper Midwest and just be focused on yours. I'm with you as well. I think Detroit takes care of business. They've been a little bit of a disappointment this year. I think Detroit, everybody was thinking this is a good, strong NFC Super Bowl caliber team, and they could still get right, but I think they need to start getting right here as we turn the calendar over to November. Otherwise, they could find themselves in trouble trying to make it late into the playoffs, despite the fact that I love their coach. I love a lot of the guys on their team, but they could be in trouble. All right. The tiebreaker question for this week in our contest is, how many touchdown passes will Bo Nix throw? What say you?
2.
2? Going with the easy number of 2?
Yes.
Okay. I'll actually tell you, if you think he's going to run one in, he might have 1 passing and 1 rushing.
No, I think he's going to have 2 passing and 1 rushing.
See, and that's why we're playing the over here. That's why we think it's going to surprise people and be over 39. I don't know whether he's going to wind up accounting for 3 or not, but if he does, Houston is in deep trouble in this game, because I don't believe that their team has enough from an offensive standpoint to keep up with the Broncos, if that is in fact what happens. If the Broncos can put 24 points on the board, I don't know that Houston can keep up with them. I do think they wind up hitting the over, but it could wind up being like 24-20. Like I told you, this might come down to a field goal.
I think the Broncos will have more than 24.
Oh, so see, we're going big time on the scoreboard as well. That's part of the reason why we're playing the over. We told you guys that. All right, get in and get your calendar and look for Miss Mallory when you do that, so that she can sign your calendar for you. Any of the ladies can sign the calendar or the insert that features all of the Western States Hooters girls as well on the calendar, but make sure I know that we've got a fly that is annoying the hell out of us in here in the studio, and what that probably means is that we need to go ahead and sign off. But every single Friday we are here with you. This just happens to be our Freaky Friday edition on a Halloween. Get out there and enjoy yourself. Teenagers, put on a costume, for crying out loud. I'm more than happy to give you candy, but at least make an effort for us, would you? Please? That's all I ask. For the lovely Mallory and all of her picks for this week on our Football Friday, for Danny Bailey behind the glass, who is our producer, my name is Nate Lundy with Mile High Sports. We'll see you next Friday for Hooters Football Friday. Thanks, everybody.